Hi everyone, I'm the Whiskey Enthusiast. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're starting a series. We have the Douglas Laing's Remarkable Regional Malts. I'll show you and I'll talk about it a little bit. And every 2 weeks I'm gonna try one of these and then I'm gonna pick my pick of the region or pick something that I think represents best that region. So now, what is Remarkable Regional Malts? Douglas Laing is an independent bottler. What they do is they pick whiskies from different distillers and distilleries and then bottle them at their own strength with their own cask selections and whatever. This one, this series is supposed to represent the best of certain regions or give a good example of what that region should be like. So it's kind of marketed as if you're getting into whiskey and you want to see what every region has to offer to you, this is a good idea. Then it showcases the strong points of certain regions. But the regions are not as clear cut as, this or any kind of regional map shows. Because, every distiller now is doing something different. Some people really rely on good cask plays. Some people distill 3 times, 2.5 times. Like, yeah, you can find similarities in the same region, but there's also a massive difference between 2 distilleries in the same region that actually could be really close to one another. But it's a fun little experiment, and why not? So today we're gonna start with the Epicurean. There you go, the Epicurean. Yes, there's a happy chappy there. Epicurean means someone whose life is devoted to enjoying sensual pleasures, especially fine food and drink. And I think some of us could relate to it. So yeah. So this is the Epicurean. Let's read it. It's a Lowland not single malt. It's a blended malt. Lowland malt Scotch whiskey. The Epicurean tells the story of a 1930s Glasgow man, a real cheeky chappie who was ever the life and soul of the party, and a real connoisseur of the fine food and drink, charming the vibrant with bold notes of citrus, freshly cut grass, and sugar. So this is the box it comes in. These are small 5 cl samples, which is a good, I think, way to see if you're gonna like any of these. And all of them have age-stated ones, different cask finished ones, but these are their standard expressions, and which are, I think, sold around 30 to 40 pounds, I think, as far as I know. And they're all non-color added, non-chill filtered. They're all like proper malts. Blended malts, mind you. Right. Let's have a little bit. I've had the duty-free version. Again, it says small batch, but all of them say small batch. And this one's released at 46.2. The duty-free version was 48 point something. It's too far behind. Anyway, you can see the bottle there. There you go. Now let's dive in. Now, Lowland is a weird region. It used to be, it still is the biggest distillery region, but most of them is grain whiskey. It goes to blends and blended scotches. But a lot of new players are coming in the Lowlands. Glenkinchie is probably the biggest because it's it's a big distillery owned by Diageo, Johnny Walker. It goes into Johnny Walker's. And then you have Auchentoshan. You have the Lindor's new one. I've reviewed the Lindor's, so I can put the link up there. I've reviewed the Auchentoshan 3 Wood, link up there. And then you have the new ones coming. There's also Bladnoch and Holyrood is coming out of Edinburgh. So, and Lochlean, John Campbell's new one. So it's all different. But let's see what we don't know whose whiskies are in this. They don't say on their website. Some of them have they give information, but not this one. But there's a limited amount. So let's see. Okay, on the nose, buttery. Toasted bread, very little nuts, citric, very citric. It feels Yeah, it feels young. And then apple, massive apple and pear, but sour apple, not sweet apple. It's like sour green apple. And pear notes, grapes, a little bit tangerine. It's weird, you have the buttery notes on the top layer, and then you go into it a bit and you get a lot of fresh, vibrant fruits. Sorry about that. I think I need a drink. Yeah, and salty, zesty, definitely zesty, and fresh. Let's dive into the palate. Let's see what it offers. Wow, I didn't expect that. It's really spicy on the palate, incredibly spicy, but not black pepper, not white pepper. It's just a little bit of a spice. It like if you bite into a lemon rind or orange rind, so the zestiness actually carries forward or towards the palate in a spicy manner, and then the finish is again nuts, salty, buttery, and a hint of sweetness. What did it say? Vibrant with bold notes of citrus, freshly cut grass, and sugar. Sugar, yeah, I can say. Lowlands, people say lowlands are a bit grassy as well. You know, yeah, you can if you push for it. But it's mostly citric, zesty with buttery and sugary and nutty notes undertoning. You know what? Second sip, the spices calm down. It's really nice. It's an easy sipper. It's what you would call a breakfast whiskey. Now, my pick of the Lowlands, it could be Lindor's. I have this one. This is the Cask of Lindor's. It's full matured SDR, which is really nice. But I'm gonna go with something left field because that's also an easy sipper. I'm gonna go with Bladnoch 11. There you go. Bladnoch is an interesting distillery. I can't remember the guy's name, but it was, mothballed, and then this guy went ahead and bought it. He was gonna make luxury residences there. But I think the planning didn't work out properly or something. It took too long, and he was like, might as well produce some whiskey. And they've done it, and I think they're doing a fantastic job. Now, Bladnoch is, you can't see the Bladnoch. Let me read. This is 11 years old, 2021 release. They do add the batches there. It's non-chill filtered, natural color, and it's complete ex-bourbon matured. So the distillate really shines. It's a beautiful looking bottle. Look at that. I mean, it's hefty, it's big, but it's easy to pour because of the lip there. And it's refreshing and floral expression, showing notes of honey, Parma violets, and fresh apples. Yeah. Rich history, distilled and matured. Yeah, it does have a rich history. Let's just put it there. And then, let's see. Now, Bladnoch is a weird one. It's hard to recommend because it's very yeasty, has a very distinct character. Now, on the nose, you get a lot of butter. You get a lot of churned butter, milky notes, milk duds, milk chocolate, anything that has something to do with milk is there. And then you get a flat Coke note and sourdough bread just about to rise, or just finished baking as well. And then you get some fruits, stewed fruits, but not like in a sherry cask, just very a little hint of. Yeah, very pretty nose. Let's dive onto the palate. Now this is 46.7. This was 46.2, so very little difference. And but there's no spice in this. That would be, interestingly, the spice in the Epicurean you would get from the vibrancy and the youth of it. The spice on this one, I think 11 is a good age where the spirit is mellowed but not taking too much of the oak spice, and the palate is yeasty as well. A lot of pear notes, a lot of melon, honeydew melon, and then a lot of buttery, milky notes continue onto the palate. The finishes, it stays with you. If you what is going on today? If you have a Bladnoch, it'll stay with you. You'll remember the taste. It is one of those, it's, I don't want to say unforgettable, but it kind of is. You know the Bladnoch taste profile. You would recognize it in a blind tasting. Now, does Epicurean represent what Bladnoch has? Now it does. Now I get yeasty notes as well on the Epicurean, which they could have some Bladnoch in there. Why not? Obviously this feels a bit more rounded, a bit more characterful, and the Epicurean is a bit more vibrant and moving around. That's my general experience with blended malts. I find them a bit disconnected, a bit all over the place, and most of the time it's a miss rather than a hit. But when done correctly, they're fantastic. So yeah, I think it does represent the Lowland region, or at least a little bit of what Bladnoch has to offer. So, guys, this series, I think I'm just gonna, especially this box, I'm gonna recommend them 3 Glencairns. Just get them all. This is not an expensive box. It's nice to try these things. It's nice to see what a blended malt can do within a certain region, which you get like certain characteristics. And the Bladnoch, just because it's a challenging one, just because it's an interesting one, I'm going to recommend 2 Glencairns, which is try before you buy, because you might not like it. It's it's a bit challenging, it's a bit different. I love it, but I know people who don't. So that's it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the series that's going to start. This was the first one. And next one, we're going to have Timorous Beastie from the Highlands. So until then, if you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to be notified when I post, please hit that bell icon. If you haven't already, please subscribe and let me know what your favorite distillery, what your favorite whiskey is from the Lowlands, and if you have tried the Remarkable Regional Malts by Douglas Laing and also the Bladnoch. Let me know, let's talk, and I'll see you on to the next one. Cheers, guys.